Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. My name is Muhammad Saifullah bin Saadin. My metric number is 01DKM19F1162. So today I want to talk about my case study. Okay, this question is engineer A is employed by a company which work of defense projects. His assigned duties relate to the work of subcontractor, including review of the accuracy and acceptability of the plans for material provided by subcontractors. He found problems with certain subcontractor submission and proposed that one of them be redesigned because it represents excessive cost and time delays. After continue this disagreement between engineer A and management placed a critical memorandum in his personnel file and placed him on 3 months probation with the further notation that if his job performance did not improve, he would be terminated. Answer. So my answer is, does engineer have an ethical obligation or an ethical right to continue his effort to secure change in the policy of his employer under this circumstance, or to report his concern to proper authority? Engineer A does not have an ethical obligation to continue his effort to secure a change in the policy of his employer under this circumstance, or to report his concern to proper authority, but has an ethical right to do as a matter of personal conscience. Okay. For my discussion is, I feel that the ethical duty or right of the engineer become matter of personal conscience, but I'm not willing to make a blanket statement that there is an ethical duty in this situation for the engineer to continue his campaign within the company and make the issue one for public discussion. The code section point, they are not designed safe to public health and welfare, and lies that standard to the ethical duty of engineer to notify proper authority of the dangers and withdraw from further service of the project. Only requires that the engineer withdraw from a project and report to proper authorities when the circumstance involved endangerment of public health, safety and welfare. For the conclusion, in this case, the engineer does not have an ethical obligation to continue his effort to secure a change in the policy of his employer under this circumstance, to report his concern to proper authority, but has a ethical right to do so as a matter of personal consistence. Okay. So now I want to talk about my case study too. Okay. The result of my question is refusing to seal a construction document. Engineer Sarina left firm A, at which she was an employee, to work for a competitor from B, a project on which she was in charge, while a firm A was virtually completed before she left, but she did not sign or seal the construction documents before leaving. Tan, a principal in the first firm, requires Serena to sign and seal the drawing. So, my answer, can Serena refuse to sign or seal the construction document? Serena must not refuse to sign or seal the construction document. This because Serena, who as an engineer, shall not indiscriminately the request implement, although Serena is left from the old firm A and moved to the new firm B. Number 2. Can Serena ask firm A to pay her signing the documents? Serena should not ask firm A pay her for signing the document. This because the document that need to be signed in the old work of same form all firm A and its same responsibility to her work freely before leave the old firm. Sarina should connect a share understanding of property conduct guidelines on work in old firm A. Number 3. What are Sarina's obligations with respect to the work she left behind? Sarina must ensure that her work and the result for her work that she left behind in old firm A do not impose the danger of death, injury, or ill health in that can be avoided on anyone. Therefore, Sarina also should accept the personal responsibility at all the work she left behind done by her own or the work under her supervision or direction in old firm A. So, the last but not least, I want to talk my study case 3. Okay, this question is comment by one engineer concerning another. Okay, engineer Alice practice in Ohio but requires the services of a structural engineer license in New York. Alice contract the secretary of the New York Society of Professional Engineers to ask for a recommendation. The secretary looks at the list of members engineer and suggests Anna. Largely on the basis of this suggestion, Alice hires Anna. Alice is not satisfied with Anna's service. Among other things, she believes Anna does not communicate well. How should Alice handle this situation? Should Alice contact the secretary to inform him that he did not give a good recommendation? Should Alice contact the secretary without first saying something to Anna? Okay, number 1. How should Alice handle this situation? Okay, Alice must know about NSPE Code of Ethics place obligation on all engineers to respect the reputation of all other engineers in their professional endeavors. Engineers should be honest and direct in their communications with their colleagues in all professional affairs. Okay, number 2. Should Alice contact the secretary to inform him that he did not give a good recommendation? So, Alice not believe Anna engaged in any inappropriate conduct. First, based upon the facts, we assume that Anna in good faith and did not have any knowledge of any history on the past of dilatory conduct. Alice not believe Anna of engineer displeasure was breach of engineer confidence. Okay, last. Number 3. Should Alice contact the secretary without first saying something to Anna? Okay. Alice not provide sufficient details. Alice believed that Anna had professional responsibility to communicate more directly with Anna about the project. However, Alice not believe Anna's actions were in violation of Code of Ethics. Okay. They are just from me. Thank you and see you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.